Is this video for sailing and entertainment purposes only? You're dang skippy it is.
Who's your favorite reaction channel? Somebody asked. Karina.
Why are you walking away so fast? You're walking in uniform.
Obsessed with Karina Kaboom. What's wrong with Karina Kaboom? She's a nice lady. Ha! The ha is going with Karina's intro tomorrow. I know it is. I cannot wait.
I don't do that.
You're kidding, right? What's it like knowing that your Amber Lynn's the one that got away? I am not fazed.
Good evening.
What are you doing out here?
Hello everybody. In today's video, we are talking about Amber Lynn trying to meme herself. She is trying to desperately say that she is quirky and show different sides of her. Oh wait, other people's jokes about her. Rinse, lather, Kermit, repeat. Amber Lynn, our favorite entertaining girl, the most riveting YouTuber ever, is also very, very, very devastated over, wifey breaking up with her in July, and she's posting videos, being very devastated. This is after crying hysterically on TikTok. Amber Lynn, why did you say that you were in love with another woman and in love with two people? And why did you say that you would never take wifey back, and now again telling us that you're devastated over a breakup? Also, Amber Lynn is again talking about Becky, posting Becky on her channel, even though Becky has extensively asked Amber Lynn to leave her alone, stop talking about her. She's posting her on TikTok, and she actually posted Becky in her new video. It's an exciting time to be alive, girls. I feel like a girl of 2021 again. I'm just going to say this about Amber trying to meme herself. Amber Lynn, when you post these supposedly like quirky TikToks, and now like she's posting her TikToks at the end of her videos because she needs to get to like 10 minutes and 15 seconds, 10 minutes and 3 seconds so she could fit everything in, all the interruptions, and get paid the most amount of money.
I understand you're lost, you feel confused.
So she's now putting her TikToks inside of her regular videos. And I'm just going to say this. You cannot meme yourself. She's basically going ahead and showing everybody like the things that people thought were funny about her. And she's like lip syncing to that, and she's trying to meme herself. Amber Lynn, I cannot even believe I have to say this. People don't think that you're quirky. The majority of people were not laughing with you. They were laughing at you. And when you try to meme yourself, it's not funny anymore. So when you put these TikToks in your video, sure, they get you to over 10 minutes, but it's just not funny. More point, and this is going to be the most important thing I'm going to say. First of all, Amber Lynn is acting like she moved to Oklahoma because she loves her family so much, and it's so important to be around family. Let's just be real with ourselves. The only reason she moved to Oklahoma was because wifey dumped her. Had wifey not dumped her in Kentucky, she would have never moved to be next to her family. She cannot stand Becky and Destiny, and she wanted to get away from Kentucky because that's where they lived. What I'm trying to say is this whole we're back together with our family is all BS, and it's not going to last. First of all, you have trashed, Amber Lynn, your aunt, your grandma, and your mom in repeated videos. So when you talk about, I had dinner with my grandma, this is all stuff that you told us about, how you were treated, supposedly, and you were trashing them. These relationships are not going to last because none of yours do. But I still wish her all the best with her family. Am I happy that she's reconnecting with family? Sure, that's good. That's a healthy thing to do. However, stop trying to pretend, Amber, that the only reason that you moved there was to be with them. No, you moved because you were broken up with. I'm going to put it to you like this. If wifey never broke up with her, she would still be living where she was living before, and she would never move next to her family. It was an afterthought in order to get a Target driver. Who was going to drive her everywhere? Because she certainly won't take Ubers. The second part of this video is going to be Foodie Beauty neglecting her new cat, Julia. She's actually admitted to neglect yet again. Rinse, lather, delusion, repeat. All right, we're going to get into it, if you could not tell already by this intro. So as always, everything I'm saying is just for entertainment purposes only, not meant to be taken seriously. I'm sharing opinions and not facts about publicly accessible information made public by public figures. First, I would urge you to please, if you can, be kind in the comments section. Please do not go to these people's channels and leave them mean-spirited, negative, discouraging, disparaging comments. So her latest videos, one, she was hanging out with her mom and her mom was doing everything for her, and mom's hand has replaced wifey's hand, and now mom is cooking her dinner, mom is doing everything. I've already said what I think about her whole family situation type deal. I believe Amberlynn Reed will pay people and buy people things to earn, you know, the driving that they will do for her. Okay, so it's boring. I don't care that half of your audience is like, oh my God, Amberlynn put together a lamp. She's so independent and on her own.
And she doesn't care, like, if she disrespects you, basically.
Right, which is why mom is driving her everywhere. Okay, it was boring. The main video I want to talk about is where she says that she is pretty much hurting over her breakup with wifey and she's devastated. Now, before we get to this video, in the beginning of the video, she actually has the audacity, I love me some Amberlynn, to say, oh, you know, yesterday I took a day off of filming. Before you moved, you posted once a week, please. Okay, and she's like, oh yeah, I took a day off of filming. You see, like, I was always editing my videos. Okay, we just have to stop right there. You are BSing. The editing you do is less minimal than mine. I don't consider my editing anything special. It's very basic, okay? She does less editing than me.
Nurse, clear my schedule.
So what are you talking about? When you are filming, she films 12-minute videos, which is just clips from random days, or like she takes out a fart or something. That's her editing. 10 to 12-minute videos. Man, if I could post a 12 to 10-minute video, it would take me 12 minutes to film it, and then it would take me 12 minutes to edit it. I am telling you right now, it does not take her hours to film and edit these videos. 10 to 12 minutes, that's all you can give. I used to make 10 to 12-minute videos. That's how I know what I'm talking about. And just to tell everybody, it takes a very short time to film a 10-minute video. And I don't care that there are little clips during the week where she takes out mom's leg or whatever, she takes it out. At the end of the day, you are not doing a lot of work. 10 to 12-minute videos literally take 10 to 12 minutes to edit. So cut it out, because nobody here believes you. You know what it is for years she didn't have people that actually make content speak up and say, hey, what she's saying is BS, just like the massive editing she's doing. So my question to Amberlynn, our most entertaining favorite YouTuber, is serious question. What do you mean that you took a day off to be by yourself when you don't really put in the work? It's a 10-minute vlog, which took you 10 minutes. Stop. Just stop. And by the way, this BS that she used to say that she sits there for 2 hours, it's BS. Unless, of course, everything you're presenting is fake, which I believe that it is, and you have to really edit in various different clips to make yourself seem like a different person. And if you've ever seen her live, you know that she's not the person that she is presenting herself on screen. She's a totally different person live. That's who the real Amberlynn is. Okay, let's talk about this devastation before we get to the lamp that could, you know, no, let's just talk about the lamp. Amberlynn put together a lamp, the end. Okay, everybody's surprised by it. You're an adult. You're supposed to be able to do this, whatever. I'm not talking about the lamp no more. Okay. So basically, she is saying that she is still hurting. Everything is bothering her. She cannot believe that her and wifey have broken up. And she says that while they were living together after the breakup, it still felt like they were in a relationship. And now she's so sad and devastated over the breakup. And she can't believe Alex, wifey, Feline, none of those are her names, is never coming back. Okay. The first thing I'd like to say is, did I not say repeatedly that it is a terrible idea to sit around and live with your ex, have her do everything for you when she was doing all this? Because I know I said it. Have her take you everywhere, make you food, and still keep the same kind of roles that you guys had in the relationship where she does everything and you do nothing, basically while you're breaking up. I clearly said that that was a bad idea. Do you know why I said it was a bad idea? It's a bad idea. Let's hear that again. So you mean to tell me that living with your ex and having her do everything for you wasn't a good idea? Okay, look, I do not have a sympathy bone for you, Amberlynn, when it comes to this breakup, because not only did you cause it, let's just do a little refresher course, then lie about it for weeks, claiming it was mutual. Hey, Amberlynn, I thought that this breakup was mutual. Oh, okay, rinse, lather, delusion, repeat. You repeatedly said that this breakup was mutual, that you broke up with her just as much as she broke up with you. If Maury wasn't retired, he would determine that that was a lie, okay? You a lie, girl. You a lie. You're lying. It wasn't mutual. So she caused the breakup. She then lied about it for weeks, then kind of said it was mutual, then said it wasn't mutual, and culminating, I love the word culmination, I hope that's a real word, culminating in her saying she was in love with two different people. She already moved on to a new woman. She's in love with her. And I understand that people don't believe her, but it doesn't matter. Like recently somebody came to my channel and said, well, if you didn't believe Amber and now you're talking about it, then what? Amber's responsible for what she says on screen, just like I am, just like anybody else is. We're all responsible for what we say here. Yeah, I know she's lying, but she's still responsible for it. So the bottom line here is this. You said you would never take wifey back. I knew you were lying, but you said it. You also said it was a mutual breakup. So you mean you lied throughout the entire relationship, lying about her identity for 2 years in a malicious, deceitful desire to deceive your audience. And then you lied after the breakup saying that it was mutual. We now know it isn't. Saying that you would never take her back. We now know that you would take her back in a heartbeat. Then saying that you were in love with another person. Let me put it to you this way, and I'm sure most of you know that. When you find a new person to be in love with, for real, not Amberlynn style, but for real, even if you still have feelings for somebody else, you will move on. Amberlynn can never move on because now her caretaker and the person that drove her to Target is gone. And by the way, now is a perfect opportunity to say something. I have a question. Mom never came to visit you because she couldn't take time off of work, which I understand. That's what Amberlynn said. You know, she lives in a different state, blah, blah, blah. How come mom is driving you around everywhere? Is she on vacation? So basically, this is not about mom. This is about Amber lying about everything. So listen, I said before in my other video, do I feel bad for her that she broke up with wifey? Yes, I do feel bad just on a general basic human level because breakups are tough and I understand you, Amber. That being said, I've lost my sympathy bone for you. Just like you, when Narc Alert, another creator, a human, had a heart attack, Amberlynn said, I don't care. That's what she said about her. Oh, I lost my sympathy bone. Well, I don't have a sympathy bone for a person that lied about a relationship for 2 years, lied about the breakup for a while, and told us that she's in love with another person, but now is devastated. Everything is hitting you. You're so devastated about it. Oh, it felt like we were in a relationship. I'm so sad I'm not with her. Well, let me put it to you this way. I highly doubt she's sad she's not with you. She has moved on. The minute that she dropped you off and took you to Target, she was out of there. Does that tell you that she loves you? Listen to what I'm going to tell you, and I've said this before. If they really loved you, they would have stayed. People that claim they love you and then they break up with you, no. And I don't mean if there's like a serious intervening situation type deal. Yeah, sometimes people do love each other and have to move on from each other. But this is not one of these situations. What was so intervening? You bought her Uber Eats 3 times a day. You have to understand something, Amberlynn. You'll never buy anyone's love. And even if you didn't do it with money, and this is an important lesson that she will never learn, you cannot get someone to love you. And I suspect that people have learned this the hard way. You cannot get somebody to love you. I'm sorry, I don't believe that there's love involved in this ridiculous she taking care of you and you paying for Uber Eats 3 times a day. And Amberlynn posted on her channel before that she offered to pay all of the bills in the house, while wifey was there. So rinse, lather, delusion, repeat. Do I feel bad that she broke up on a human level? Sure. Do I have a sympathy bone for these lies? No. You said you were in love with another woman. Now you're literally posting YouTube content saying, oh, everything's hitting me at once. Oh my God, I cannot believe this. We broke up. Yeah, she told you she didn't want you in July, on 4th of July, with her male friend there. Okay. Please, everybody could see what it is except for you. Because you were busy making fun of Stevie Wonder and you telling people that he wasn't blind. Oh, okay. So basically, that's her content. Her mom drives her around. Her mom cooks her dinner. Amber Lynn probably pays for bingo, and Amber put together a lamp. Oh, and since we're about to move on very soon to Foodie Beauty and her negligence of pets, Amber Lynn tells a story about how Twinkie supposedly runs away from her. Obviously, because you put the leash on incorrectly. And by the way, I know somebody wants to say this in the comment section, so don't bother. I know that it happens. I understand that sometimes a dog, runs away and gets away from their leash. But in this case, we have proof. See, wifey always put like the leash and the harness on Twinkie because it was her responsibility and job to take care of your pets. And now that wifey isn't here, you don't know how to put on a harness, which is why you don't, and you barely can put on a leash, which is why Twinkie got loose. I've said this before. The cats is one thing because they just need to be fed, but a dog, I don't think a dog needs to be in your care, especially how you left Twinkie, and I quote, shaking in pain, a few years ago and went to have dinner at Chili's with Dana and Destiny. So honestly, my personal opinion is cry me a Kermit, cry me a river, okay? As far as her TikToks, first of all, she's got this TikTok where she is lip syncing Olivia Rodrigo's song, like whatever, like, you said forever and now I'm driving alone past your house. And then it's a transition to Amber being like, I'm a bad bee.
When was the last time you sent Amberlyn Reed a DM? Okay, I got it. You've been messaging her. Are you the catfish that has been messaging Amberlyn Reed?
Let me tell you something. If you were a bad bee, you would never let Alex Wifey Feline, none of those are her names, okay? You would never let her know how desperate you are to be with her, how you lost someone who you supposedly thought you were going to be with forever. And like I said, that's total BS because she said she'd never take her back and she's already in love with somebody else. But here's a basic power move that's always important for everyone to understand. Never, ever let the other person know how miserable you are without them, because they'll only get happier and their ego will grow, my opinion. So if you were a bad bee, or if you were at least pretending to be one, you would cease talking about your ex. She would not be a figment of your Kermit imagination. You would just move on. Even if, listen, here's some advice. Even if you haven't really moved on, never ever tell them that you haven't moved on, because that woman drove you 15 hours, Amber Lynn is not grateful, and left. She's gone. Exactly right. She's not on vacation. She's on vacation, a permanent one, from you. So if you want to really be a bit, like a bad bee, don't talk about how sad you are that you lost someone who you literally told the world in your breakup video, and I quote, I know what I deserve. So basically, she's not giving you what you deserve. Never, ever let the other person know you're miserable. Never. Because they're just going to be happy like, I'm good and they're miserable. No. The best revenge is living well and having 17 Kermits. Majority of her TikToks, she has her makeup done very pretty. Her hair is very nice. And I've said that before that I really enjoy that. I like when, she puts effort into her appearance. Well, what she's doing on TikTok is like a very thirsty performance for the new Target driver. You come off, Amber Lynn, as if you are very, very, very desperate to have a new girlfriend, which is obvious. And by the way, who is this friend that sent you the lamp? It's probably the next Target driver. Anyways, she keeps doing something on TikTok, which against the TOS there, and I can't imagine. She keeps touching something. Okay, so this is the bottom line, Amber Lynn. Your TikToks are a cry for help because what's going on is, in theory, at least, Amber Lynn, I would think that you would want people to like you for you, not your money that's slowly dwindling, not anything else. When you present yourself to the world, and obviously, since you always get girls through social media, and she's looking for a new girl on TikTok. I've explained this before. That's why she seems so thirsty, because she is. When you're presenting yourself a certain way on social media, people get a certain idea. Now, people who've been watching your videos already get it, but I'm just saying, do you really want to get a girlfriend being thirsty and desperate for them by doing that? It's very, very weird. Okay, the only other TikTok I want to talk about, like I said earlier, she's trying to meme herself. What she did is she posted a TikTok of her lip syncing the Becky situation when Becky and her went looking at Christmas lights and Becky was talking about big cherries, right? Okay. So what she did is that she didn't show Becky on the TikTok. And what happened is, she just lip synced her part. Like I said before, it's not funny. People are not laughing with you. You cannot meme yourself. But the more concerning part of this is not just, you should never have picked anything with Becky. I know Amberlynn will say, this is my channel, it's my content, but it's with a person who you not only mistreated and forced to drive you around when she was in renal failure, but Becky has expressly asked you to stop talking about her. And now you're posting her. Let's get back to that YouTube video that she needed to get to 12 minutes or 10 minutes or whatever. In the YouTube video, you could see that she tried to edit out Becky, but because she puts in so much effort, Becky is in the last shot. And she did, like I said, she just reposted her TikToks because she has no content. You could see that she tried to edit Becky out if you go all the way to the end of her video, but she couldn't edit Becky out. And I'll tell you why. It wasn't just for lack of effort and trying. She just wants to stick it to Becky. Like, see, I could continue to put you in my videos. This is after, if you guys don't know, she actually threatened Becky with a lawsuit if Becky were to speak about her. I think Becky needs to come back and expose you once and for all. How disrespectful, aka disrespectful, to continuously now make money on old Becky clips from your channel just to stick it to her. That's my opinion. That's what I think she's doing. What do you think? Leave it in the dislikes down below. I want to talk about Foodie Beauty, and basically it has been revealed that she not only failed to spray her cat, but the cat isn't even vaccinated.
And that's how you build friendship.
The other day, I'm on YouTube, as one does when one has a frog, a fake one. And I see, a channel that I'm subscribed to do a recap of what happened with Foodie Beauty. Make a long story even longer. Chantal's cat is right now trying to make babies. She's, and in heat. And what's happening is that the vet couldn't help Chantal's cat by spraying her because she's not vaccinated. And, I know I'm supposed to be expectant of this, but it still blows my mind that Foodie Beauty continues with this BS and continues to mistreat animals and is allowed to have animals. The video that I saw is a recap of Foodie Beauty's new mukbang, where she straight out says that her cat was meowing and she didn't understand, so she threw food at her. What a wild surprise that you thought that everything could be solved by food. It cannot. And then she realized that the cat was in heat. And then when she took her to an appointment to get her sprayed, what was actually found out by Foodie Beauty is that the cat isn't vaccinated.
The family we adopted her from said that she was vaccinated. He's like, well, a lot of people will just tell you that, but if you don't have a vaccination card for her, I can't operate on her until she's fully vaccinated.
But here is Chantal lying, fully lying in her original live stream when she first got the cat, saying that the cat is fully vaccinated. Is the cat vaccinated or not? Here you go. Here's proof that she lied originally in the original video stating that the cat is vaccinated.
But she's vaccinated and everything, so... vaccinated and everything.
But she's vaccinated and everything, so...
Yeah, she's been vaccinated and well taken care of.
Chantal is claiming that when she got her cat, the owners claimed that the cat was vaccinated. But now the truth, which is the cat is not vaccinated. Chantal, why didn't you get proof from the owners? So it is Chantal's responsibility as somebody that continues to want to have animals and take care of animals and be the animal owner. It is Chantal's responsibility to get physical proof from the place that she adopted the cat from, that the cat has all the vaccinations up to date. Obviously, I don't believe a word that Chantal has to say. Only Kermit knows where they adopted this cat from. The cat doesn't have vaccinations, and Foodie Beauty not only neglected to get proof that the cat has vaccinations, although if you want to hear my opinion, this is just an opinion, not the facts necessarily. My opinion is that she never even asked if the cat was vaccinated. I think she doesn't care if the cat is sprayed. Basically, what I'm trying to get at is it is abhorrent. The word is abhorrent. I'm going to get the repeating guy to say it. Abhorrent. My opinion is it is abhorrent to not even be concerned whether your animal is suffering or not, whether your animal is vaccinated or not, to not even have an animal that has their vaccinations, to not have proof that your animal has vaccinations, to not be thinking about. We all know that Chantal is an animal, ABUSE, you get the point. We all know that she wanted to get rid of BBJ permanently. We know what she did to BBJ and to Sam, and it is honestly disgusting to me personally. It really disgusts me that you could come on the internet, eat food, and talk about how your cat isn't vaccinated. You never got proof for your cat's vaccinations. I thought you were such a good pet owner. You and Amber Lynn, whose dog ran away from her, supposedly. That story is fake from Amber. Anyways, moving right along. Okay. And now you didn't even know that she wasn't fixed. Honestly, at the end of the day, when she first got her cat Julia, I said to you, she isn't doing this because she enjoys pets or she provides good care for pets. She did it to stick it into the faces of the haters, like, see, FFG rescued BBJ and I had to rehome Sam, so now I'm going to get another cat. Nobody believes the lie that you're selling, Chantal. If you cared even a little bit about yourself as a human being, your animal would be vaccinated. You would have proof of vaccinations. And if you cared even a little bit or respected yourself a little bit, you would have taken care of the animal for the animal not to be uncomfortable since, you're not going to have kittens. Like, honestly, is this surprising? No, non-shocked Kermit face. But what I'm saying is, it's just so wild to me that she continues to come on the internet and, quite frankly, monetize her neglect of an animal yet again. You monetized your neglect of BBJ and Sam for years, and now you're monetizing your neglect of, Julia. And the really scary part to me is, and I'm just going to end with this. A part of me believed that this cat would be okay because her husband is there. And, clearly this person is a different person. He's not Chantal. Maybe he could just look after the cat. But it's obvious that my opinion, that ain't nobody out there is looking out for Julia's best interest. How dare you adopt an animal? Stick it into the hater's face. And it's sad that all of these animals are continuously suffering because you just want to stick it to the haters. Chantal, this is strictly from the hater playbook, okay? The haters don't care. They don't care if you do everything right or wrong. They have already found out the type of person that you are, the same with Amber Lynn, and it's over. It's done, okay? You can be the best pet owner in the world and they never give you a second chance. But at the end of the day, do you not think that it is wrong on a basic human level to just let the cat suffer like that? And your cat could have been literally no longer as part of the living because you did not make sure that the vaccinations were up to date or even had any. So who knows where she got this cat? This is my personal opinion. I think she's lying about everything. Obvious proof that she should not be allowed to own animals, that the only thing that you care about is yourself. And you don't even, you don't even care about any other living being. And of course, obviously, she neglected and mistreated BBJ. So of course she neglected another animal. I feel bad for any animal she will own in the future. And the audacity to come on YouTube and to tell people about it. There's two things that I have to say about it. Number one, I genuinely, truly believe that she believes that she's not in the wrong. That's why she's telling everybody. She thinks she hasn't done anything wrong. Oh, so quirky, another quirky girl. I'm sure she would say, oh my God, this could happen to anyone. I know exactly what Chantal would say. Oh, I'm sure it happened to all of you and you just won't admit it that this happened to all of you. This did not happen to the majority of people. But if it did happen to somebody, that somebody misled them or something, or for some reason they made a honest faith mistake, they didn't get proof that the cat is vaccinated, they wouldn't be gloating about it and doing monetized content on it that you neglected yet a third animal, okay? And the other reason I think she told people is, again, for controversy and drama, for people to talk about her. Chantal, have you ever thought about the fact that there are people who can take care of animals and genuinely care about them and will take care of them as if they're their own children? You're not one of these people. You only care about yourself. To blatantly, the audacity to come on YouTube and tell everyone that she neglected another pet is just sick. So those are my thoughts. What do you guys think? thoughts, comments, kermits, leave it in the dislikes down below. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate your time. If you enjoyed today's video, please check out this video that's popping up here. It's on a similar topic. You may like it, you may not like it. If you don't like it, leave it a dislike. Be a friend. Thank you so much for being here. I will see you on the next one. Bye.